The Nigerian military establishment is currently navigating a period of intense internal scrutiny following high-level reports concerning the detention of several officers in connection with an alleged plot against the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. As of today, Tuesday, January 27, 2026, investigative reports indicate that approximately 35 military officers are being held by the authorities as part of a widening probe into activities deemed subversive to the constitutional order. While the Defense Headquarters has maintained a cautious stance regarding the specific details of the investigation, the emerging details suggest a significant security operation aimed at forestalling any threat to the nation's democratic stability. Among those reportedly in custody are high-ranking personnel, with a notable demographic breakdown indicating that 33 of the detained officers are of northern extraction. This detail has sparked significant conversation across the country, though security analysts caution against premature regional interpretations, noting that military investigations of this nature are strictly based on intelligence regarding conduct and professional loyalty rather than ethnic or regional background. The gravity of these allegations comes at a time when the Nigerian government is already contending with various security hurdles across the 6 geopolitical zones. From the fight against insurgency in the northeast to tackling banditry and kidnapping in the northwest and north-central, the Nigerian armed forces have been stretched on multiple fronts. The news of a potential internal threat within the military hierarchy adds a layer of complexity to the national security architecture. Sources close to the investigation reveal that the arrests followed months of discreet monitoring by military intelligence units who flagged suspicious movements and unauthorized communications among the affected officers. The officers are currently being held at a high-security facility where they are undergoing interrogation to determine the extent of the alleged conspiracy and whether any external interests or civilian collaborators were involved in the plan to disrupt the democratic process. Maintaining the integrity of the armed forces is a primary concern for the current leadership, as the military remains the backbone of national defense and a symbol of national unity. Throughout the day, various civil society organizations and pro-democracy advocates have reacted to the reports, calling for a transparent investigation that adheres to the rule of law. They emphasize that while the state has every right to protect itself from unconstitutional changes in government, it is equally important that the rights of the accused are respected during the investigative process. The human impact of such uncertainty cannot be ignored, as rumors of instability often affect economic confidence and create anxiety among the general population. In a country that has enjoyed over 2 decades of uninterrupted democratic rule, any suggestion of a return to military involvement in governance is met with widespread disapproval from a citizenry that remembers the challenges of past decades. Please take a quick moment to like and share this video. This collective commitment to democracy is what often serves as the greatest deterrent to those who might consider extra-constitutional means of gaining power. In Abuja, the atmosphere at the seat of power remains focused on governance, with the presidency indicating that it remains undeterred by the reports. Official statements from government spokespersons today have reiterated President Tinubu's confidence in the loyalty of the vast majority of the Nigerian military. They describe the detained officers as a small group of individuals whose alleged actions do not represent the professional character of the hundreds of thousands of men and women in uniform who serve the country daily. Security at the presidential villa and other key strategic locations across the Federal Capital Territory has quietly been beefed up as a precautionary measure, which is standard procedure during such sensitive investigations. The military leadership, led by the Chief of Defense Staff, has also reportedly held briefings with various unit commanders to reinforce the importance of discipline and the absolute subordination of the military to civil authority. The international community is also keeping a close eye on the developments in Nigeria. As the largest economy and most populous nation in Africa, Nigeria's stability is central to the peace and security of the West African sub-region. Diplomatic sources have indicated that several partner nations have reached out to express their support for Nigeria's democratic institutions. The consensus remains that a stable Nigeria is vital for regional efforts to combat terrorism and promote economic integration. Within the country, the news of the detentions has led to calls for the government to address the root causes of discontent, including the welfare of military personnel and the overall economic conditions that can sometimes be exploited by those looking to foment trouble. It is widely understood that a well-motivated and professionally satisfied military is less susceptible to the allure of political adventurism. As the investigation continues, the Defense Headquarters is expected to provide a formal briefing to the public once the preliminary stages of the probe have concluded. There are indications that those found with a case to answer will be court-martialed in accordance with the Armed Forces Act, which provides the legal framework for trying military personnel for various offenses, including treason and mutiny. This process is expected to be thorough as the Military High Command seeks to send a clear message that there is zero tolerance for indiscipline or any form of disloyalty to the state. For now, the focus remains on ensuring that the daily operations of the military continue without disruption, especially in the theaters of operation where soldiers are actively engaged in combating insecurity. The resilience of Nigeria's democracy is being tested by these reports, but the overwhelming response from various sectors of society suggests a strong desire to see the constitutional order preserved. Whether in the markets of Lagos, the farms of Benue, or the streets of Kano, the average Nigerian is more concerned with economic growth, security, and the provision of basic amenities than with political power struggles between the elite or the military. The demand for factual information remains high as the public seeks to separate verified news from the sensationalism that often populates social media platforms. By focusing on the official proceedings and reliable reporting, the nation can navigate this period with a clear understanding of the facts. We will continue to track this story and bring you any new developments as they are confirmed by official sources. The safety and security of our nation depend on the vigilance of both the government and the governed, working together to uphold the values that bind us. Thank you for staying informed with us. For more factual and balanced news updates, please remember to like this video, share it with your network, and subscribe to Global View.